Alright, I got the ball rolling talking about resolutions and goals, and I've got a lot for this first part of the year, so I'm going to start sharing those with you. In fact, I have so many, I'm going to break them up into different categories for you. I want to talk about my physical goals here. You know, it's been part of my whole deal that I want to start to look more like a hero, because I just don't right now. That's always been a part of this project that I'm doing, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. Hopefully, I'm not always going to be focused on weight loss, because there's a lot of other physical things that I would like to get to. Now I start listing off my goals in order I think they can actually be achieved. It is time for me to take my medicine in the form of punishments. Before I disappeared this last time, I said that I was going to work out and ramp it up, and if I didn't achieve that, I was going to let you guys punish me. Obviously, I didn't achieve my goal, and I stopped doing the workouts, and that means I get punished. To be honest, this was one of the reasons why I was hesitant to come back, because I didn't really want to do this. But a promise is a promise, and I keep my word. So, I'm going to let you punish me. Type your punishment ideas in the doobly-doo, and we'll see what we can come up with, and hopefully it'll be entertaining. Run a 5K. May not be obvious to everyone, but I don't exactly have what's known as a runner's body. And that's because I don't run. And I'm going to change that. I want to start running, get in shape, and actually run in a 5K race, an organized 5K event. I'm putting this in the more likely to get done side of the category because I will just accomplish it through sheer willpower. I will make it happen. I just need to find an event and do it. It's gonna happen. I may not perform well, but I will make it happen. I really want to increase my flexibility. It may seem counterintuitive, but I used to be able to do the splits. That's the alternating splits, not the sideways splits. I could never do those. But I haven't been stretching out. I've lost flexibility. I want to get back to where I was. I really would like to get back to where I was. It felt good. It felt like a big accomplishment to be able to do the splits, especially when, you're a big guy. It's not something that people expect you to do. It was a really cool thing. Not only have I lost flexibility in my lower body, I've lost flexibility in my upper body too. I can't scratch all the places in my own back that I used to be able to scratch. And that's really getting frustrating. So with a combination of yoga and some gymnastics exercises, I am going to increase my flexibility. I may not get back to where I was right away. Probably won't get back to where I was right away. But I'm going to increase my flexibility and hopefully get back to where I was. Maybe even better. Maybe I'll do the sideways splits. Who knows? We'll see. Being less than 18% body fat. Now, this is the gold standard goal here. It's the goal I've been trying to achieve since I started this whole project. And I haven't accomplished it yet. So I'm still striving towards it. It's where I need to be body fat percentage-wise to be considered fit. Not morbidly obese like I am, or obese or average, to be fit. Someday I'll probably get tired with that and want to move past that to a athlete level, but right now, fitness is the goal. I've taken new measurements and established a new baseline, and I've established some new protocols as to how I'm going to go about losing the fat. Step one, I started out on a specific diet. It's informally known as the slow carb diet. Step two is fasting, at least intermittent fasting, where I limit the amount of time that I'm actually eating per day to under 9 hours. Which means if the first thing I eat during the day is at noon, I will not eat anything past 9 o'clock. The first thing I eat is at 11, 8 o'clock, etc., etc. Now, I'm still trying to eat enough calories so that my body doesn't go into starvation mode. I'm just limiting the window that I'm actually doing the eating part, which hopefully gets my body used to burning fat for fuel instead of just trying to use sugar and the carbs that I do end up eating. I'm also trying to stay in ketosis, which is that state where your body burns fat for fuel rather than sugar, carb, that type of thing. I'm just trying to burn fat for fuel, which means I am taking in more fat, but it's going to be a wash in the end, really. And I'm going to be exercising. Like I said, I was going to do yoga and some gymnastics training for flexibility. I'm also going to be doing body weight exercises and kettlebell exercises, and maybe I'll get some more weights, do some real freaky stuff. I don't know yet. Depends on how fast or how slow this works for me. Hopefully I'm soon going to be in that fitness category and we can move on to something else more interesting other than me measuring myself all the time. Do a handstand. Now, I've stood on my head before, but I've never done a handstand. At least not that I can remember. So this is my stretch goal, to do something that I've never done before, at least not to my knowledge. Maybe I accomplished it before and I just forgot, but I can't actually remember ever accomplishing a handstand. It's not something I've ever done before. That's going to be my stretch goal, to do something that I have yet to actually accomplish. Hopefully I'm going to be moving on to more interesting, more exciting stretch goals, but I'm sure some of those are going to actually require me to put forth dollar bills, and right now don't have that in our budget. And that's all I have right now for my physical goals. I have more categories coming. Stick with me, Rebels. We can do this.